Hey, what's going on, y'all? My name is Kevin Shea Jr., and I'm a senior here at Texas A&M University Commerce. And this is my case study for my career development class. And my case study today will be over a 28-year-old man whose name is Will. So, showing you guys a little bit of Will's demographics. So, his name is Will. His age is 28. He's from Northwest Arkansas, but now lives in San Francisco. His ethnicity is Cherokee. His gender is a male. His status, he's married. His education, he has a bachelor of social work. And employment, he's unemployed at the moment. For my case study, this slide is just basically a breakdown of what I would be talking about throughout the next few slides and what we would do to help Will better his situation. So Will has spent the last 10 years living in San Francisco, where he moved when he discovered he was HIV seropositive. He has a relatively extensive network of friends and lives with his partner of 8 years. Will has worked in several jobs in social welfare agencies, but he is unemployed because he became symptomatic with recurring pneumonitis 6 months ago. He now is taking a recurring pneumonitis. He is now taking a combination of medications that seem to have pneumonia under control, and he is ready to return to work. He has come to see a career counselor at the One Stop Center in his city because he is not sure that he can work a full 40-hour week. And as a social worker, he is burned out by having to listen to other people's problems as well as deal with his own. He is at a loss at what to do. Will loves nature and being outdoors. He talks about how he used to sleep out in the backyard at his grandparents' house all by himself and stay awake all night listening to the insects and feeling the morning dew settle on his sleeping bag. It is his happiest childhood memory. He would love to return to Arkansas with his parents and grandparents, but his age condition and the required medical care keep him in the city. Will also loves his Cherokee heritage and is a prize-winning Native American dancer at powwows all over the country. He competes in the FNL over the country. He competes in the fancy dancer category, which is a highly custom dance characterized by intricate footwork and rapid spins. His partner has a thriving legal practice, and Will knows how difficult it is to move such a practice. And when we look at Will's case, these are some key things to look at. So what is happening? Will has found out that he is HIV positive and has tried working numerous of jobs, but due to his illness, he isn't able to work 40 hours a week any longer. And due to this, he is currently unemployed. So we're giving some background information on Will as well. Will loves his Cherokee heritage and is a prize-winning Native American dancer. He would love to return to Arkansas to be with his parents and grandparents, but his age condition and the required medical care keeps him in the city. And for his work as a social worker, Will is always caring for other people that he has now experienced burnt out and fatigued. While he is trying to fix everyone else, his world is just continuing to fall apart. Throughout my case study, I relied on the cognitive career theory, and the social cognitive career theory emphasizes the importance of self-efficacy, outcome, expectations, and personal goals in shaping career choices and job performance. It also recognizes the influence of social and environmental factors such as support from family and friends and access to resources and opportunities. Next, I will touch on what me and Will will be discussing during our different sessions. So first session, we will establish rapid, and build trust. So first, I will introduce myself, of course. Then I will explain the process of the counseling session. Then take time to actually learn about Will's background, his interests, his values, and his goals. And next, then I will show empathy and understanding for his health conditions and the challenges that he's facing mentally, physically, and emotionally. Our second session, me and will then move on to access his strengths and his limitations. So we will use various assessment tools such as interest inventory, skill tests, and personality assessments to identify Will's strengths and limitations. Next, we will discuss how his HIV status and recurring pneumonitis may impact his work abilities. Then, next up, we will help him recognize the skills and experiences he gained from his past jobs and activities, such as his social welfare work and Native American dance. Our third session, Will and I will explore his career options. So we will brainstorm different career options that align with Will's interests and skills, as well as his health condition and limitations. Next, we will use online resources, job databases, and local job listings to identify potential job openings. And then we will discuss the pros and cons of each option and how they fit with Will's personal goals and values. For session 4, we will develop an action plan. Once Will has identified a few career options that he's interested in pursuing, I will then help him develop an action plan for achieving his goals. This may involve updating his resume and cover letter, practicing interview skills, and networking with potential employers. Next, we would then discuss how he can manage his health condition while working, such as taking breaks or working part-time. And during our last session, I'll be providing ongoing support. So I will still check in with Will regularly and monitor his progress, offer feedback and guidance, and provide emotional support. I will also encourage him to seek out additional resources and support, such as disability services or counseling. On to the last part of my case study. Is the interventions and the additional assessments. And the intervention and additional assessments are just to help Will continue to improve his condition physically and mentally. So first, for the first intervention, I have cognitive restructuring. So cognitive restructuring helps Will challenge and modify any negative or limiting beliefs he may have about his abilities or job prospects due to his health condition. I also encourage him to focus on his strengths and the skills he has developed and to set realistic and achievable goals. Next, skills training. Offer training and support to help Will develop the skills he needs to succeed in his chosen career, such as job search strategies, resume and cover letter writing, and interview preparation. Then, social support. Encourage Will to seek out and maintain social support from friends, family, and his partner, as well as the support groups or online communities for people with HIV and AIDS. Moving on to additional assessments portion. So vocational interest inventories access Will's interests and preference to help identify potential career paths that align with his values and goals. 2. Work value inventories. Identify the work values that are important to Will, such as autonomy, creativity, or social impact, and use them to guide career exploration and decision making. Then the last one, functional capacity evaluation. Evaluate Will's physical and cognitive abilities to determine what kind of work he can safely and comfortably perform. So now for more interventions, for this slide, I have informational interviewing, which is to help Will connect with professionals in his chosen field and conduct informational interviews to learn more about the work, the skills required, and the job outlook. Next is job shadowing. Arrange for Will to shadow someone who works in his field of interest to gain firsthand experience and insight into the job. And last, role playing. Practice interviewing skills in job-related scenarios with Will to build his confidence and prepare him for a job interview. And for the additional assessments portion, research potential job openings and companies in Will's chosen field. Second, update his resume and cover letter based on feedback from the counselor. And lastly, practice interview skills by answering common interview questions and receiving feedback from the counselor or a friend. All right, guys, and that wraps up my case study. These are my resources. I hope that you guys enjoy reading my case study and looking at my plan to better Will's life mentally, physically, and emotionally. All right, guys, thank you for watching.